Hi Gemini, welcome. So Gemini, this is going to be a reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual messages and then I'm going to go into the love reading. Time stamping this March because that's when I'm recording it, but I just trust that whenever you find this video, that's when you're meant to hear it. So let's go ahead and get started, as you already had a card pop out here. You have the card of the North Star. This actually reminds me of Aquarian energy, so I had to actually look at it twice. Some of you might be connecting with Aquarius, may have that in your birth chart, and or it just might be the influencing vibes during this time frame. So I actually love this card because it's all about healing, hope, faith. It's a very promising type of energy. But it also highlights your purpose, your soul school, your learning curves, you know, things that you have yet to really master or conquer in your life. So it's all about your growth and development, I feel, during this time frame. And I feel a really positive energy coming through as well. I don't remember your last reading at all, actually. But I feel a positive spin in the vibe, okay? So you have the card here of slowing down. Let's see what else. The Rebel. Oh my gosh, that is so funny because before I started this reading all day long, Doja Cat has been in my head. So specifically the part of the song where she says, she's a rebel, she's a bad little bee, she's a devil. And then here you have the card of the Rebel. Don't mind my singing, okay? So that's so funny to me. Also, you know, that song may resonate with you in some way. But here's the card of rebellion, right? So it's funny that it's paired with the card of slowing down because, you know, it might be that life or others are saying, slow down, but actually you may feel like rebelling. You may feel like going outside of the box. You may feel like traveling. You may feel like trying new things, you know. And not saying you can't do all of that while also being present in the present moment, which could slow your energy. I don't want to say slow your energy, but focus your energy in a better way. But I just feel like, no, yeah, I want to be doing things, okay? Or Spirit wants you to get out there and, you know, try things you've never tried before. And also stop comparing, okay? Stop comparing yourself, your life, your mate, your partner, your job, any of that to another or to others or to social media, okay? Because I think it's also really easy to get on Nosebook. I like to refer to it as Nosy Book, Facebook, and like, you know, get all nosy and into other people's biz, or, you know, read the tabloids or whatever, you know. And even though I feel like it's all in good fun and to some degree it's entertainment, sometimes it also leads to us kind of losing sight of our life, comparing ourselves to other people, getting stuck in that space that just doesn't really feel that good. You know what I mean? So be careful of that. Be cautious of that, Gemini. So let's see what else we have coming through for you then, Gemini. And I can still hear that song. Beach, I said what I said. Okay, let's see what else for Gemini. Justice. Ooh, the Three of Swords. Six of Pentacles. The first thing I heard was give your heart away, or feeling like you've given something away or given your heart away and it wasn't handled correctly. Okay, take it or leave it. It's the first thing that came to my mind. But it does seem like you're still trying to find some sort of balance here over something that, you know, hurt you or hurt your feelings. I actually don't recall, again, the last reading I did for you last month, but I do recall that there was a painful energy showing up. So I see that still in the vibe, but I also have this healing, positive energy swirling around that. So I feel like you're getting to a point where you're finding peace or balance with whatever that is, or at least you will be during the springtime. Because I feel like what you really want is to open up and to be able to be yourself without having your defenses up or without feeling guarded. But I feel that's also kind of difficult to do when you're still doing your own, processing or healing of something. So it takes time. Gemini, and don't rush it, because I feel like some of you, what this overall message here about the rebel is like, some of you do want to rush past something, and just like, yeah, like smooth it over or move past something, maybe faster than you're actually ready for, or that vibrationally you're prepared for. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when things happen that we don't like or we don't want or even hurt us, it's just, you almost want to skip to the good part, like get past the healing part or the grieving part or the sadness. But there's a process there for a reason, right? There's a reason why we don't jump from sadness to elation all in one moment, because it's too much of a vibrational gap between those two emotions to be able to just flip a switch like that. But I feel like some of you do want to flip a switch. You just want to get past something, okay? And I do feel there's progress there. I do feel you're along your way in that journey, but I also feel like, don't push yourself. You can't push yourself to be over something until you're genuinely over it. You know what I mean? Like, and all wounds heal differently. Sometimes, depending on how deeply it hurt, it takes us a small amount of time to get over. Sometimes it takes a lifetime. You know what I mean? It just depends. And I'm hearing the Sheryl Crow song, "The First Cut is the Deepest." So let's see what else. King of Cups. Queen of Wands. Knight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. So it's interesting to me because I got the message in the Aries reading that I posted yesterday. The Apology, that was the name of the reading. And I'm getting like similar vibes. So if you're connecting with Aries or you have Aries in your chart, definitely check out their reading. But I feel like, some of you are owed an apology, or, an apology may be on its way to you, okay? But I feel like there still may be some grudges being held on to, some resentment being held on to, some pain that hasn't healed yet that may make you, want to kind of turn your back to that as opposed to just, genuinely accept it. And some of you feel it's not genuine. So what's the point, I hear? So yeah, almost exactly the same message I got in the reading that I just did for Aries. Okay, but let me get off the specifics because this is a general reading. Not all of you have that going on. In a more general sense, it just feels like there's a lot of emotion here, and as opposed to being open and vulnerable about this, I feel you shutting down around this or kind of keeping it to yourself, if nothing else, right? So I definitely feel you've got some things going on that you're keeping to yourself, or maybe better off to keep it to yourself, right? Not everything we feel and think needs to be shared with others. I know, like, well, in today's society, there's a big push to like express yourself and be yourself and say what's on your mind. But it's like, okay, but use discernment too. Like sometimes there's a reason you don't be saying how you're feeling because it isn't productive, or maybe it isn't kind, or maybe it's because how you feel may change the next day. You know what I mean? I was actually watching I can't get out TikTok. I don't remember his name. He's a TikTok influencer. I think he's adorable and hilarious. But he was saying, the reason why I don't just go on here and just blast how I feel is because how I feel may change tomorrow. Or, you know, I might change the way I feel as soon as I'm done saying how I feel. Because feelings change based on your mood, based on what you have going on. You know what I mean? So sometimes it isn't wise to just go and blurt out how we're feeling, because it might change. We might not have evaluated the whole situation. We might not know all the facts. You know, we're changeable beings. So it's like finding that fine balance, Gemini, between expressing yourself in a healthy way, but not over expressing yourself when you're not sure or you're not ready yet. You know what I mean? So let's see what else. Don't mind my dogs, I'm sorry. Let's see what else, Gemini. Some of you, maybe that song came through because you're kind of embodying that energy. Like, hey, I said what I said. That's all right. I'm not here to preach to the choir. I'm just here to tell you what the cards say. So, yeah. Now, here you are, Gemini. This is interesting. Queen of Swords and the Empress. Oops, I can hold it up. Two of Cups, Ace of Cups. Ooh, 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 ooh. Very interesting combination here. Because I feel like, you know, that the Queen of Swords in this deck is not messing around, you know. They are not messing around. They mean what they say. It's a very blunt, it's a very direct energy. But it's interesting that it's paired with the Empress, which is the opposite of that. Very patient, very kind, very empathetic energy. So again, it's about finding that balance between the two. So whatever your approach is, you need to find some sort of balance in, you know, there, especially when it comes to matters of the heart, especially when it comes to somebody that you love or in love with or have a soulmate bond with. You come out guns a-blazing or maybe too direct or too expressive, it may not go the way you think it's going to go, right? Vice versa, you come off too, you know, I heard inconspicuous. Okay. You come off too passive, you know, too soft, may not get your point across. So how can you make your point and also be caring and direct? Of course you know how to figure this out, Gemini. You're a Gemini. You know how to combine those two energies. So that's the encouragement here, especially when dealing with love or a loved one or a soulmate, right? Because I feel somebody's been withholding feelings here, or maybe even keeping something close to their heart. I feel it's you, but you could also be connecting with somebody that has been keeping things to themselves. But I feel it's time to express, okay? Or maybe that timing will be presented to you in a way that you could speak both truthfully and lovingly at the same time. And that's really, really the sweet spot here. Outside of that, I feel, Gemini, yes, there's an opportunity to kind of get out there and try something new, possible travel as well. And I keep getting the word equinox, so I think there is a spring equinox coming up, maybe during that time frame. And also this message too, don't compare. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. You're the only one walking this planet that's uniquely you, okay? So let's see what the guidance is then, Gemini. Oh, wow, that's way too many. Maybe just one card. It says, why do I want the relationship that I want? Think about what you want in a relationship and why you want it. Look for those around you who are experiencing good relationships and feel appreciation for them. Make lists of the positive aspects of those good feeling relationships you have spent time with. In fact, one of the fastest ways to make your way to a wonderful relationship is to find any subject that consistently feels good, even if it has nothing to do with relationships, and just focus on that. Because you get what you focus on. Very interesting. It's card number 43. So, ooh, can't wait to see what's happening in the love reading. We're going to jump to that portion now. So just give me one quick second and I'll be right back. And welcome back, Gemini. All right, so now we're going to go into the you versus them love reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Yes, it's usually about an intimate partner or an ex, but not always. It can be about a friend, family member, coworker, whatever, you name it. So let's get into it and see. Ooh, interesting. Your first card out, oh my goodness, is Moment to Moment, which is the same kind of vibe that I was getting in the spiritual reading. So again, this encouragement is to take things as you're ready for them, okay? To try not to move too fast or push yourself beyond what you're ready for. This person has the card of ordinariness, the dream, and creativity. So I feel like this person kind of stepping out of their comfort zone as well and kind of going for an achievement or achieving a dream possibly. If nothing else, I feel a spark in their sense of creativity and their sense of fun as well. So this should be an interesting reading. Let's look at the recent past for Gemini. Then we are going to look at how you both see each other in the present moment, how you both feel underneath it all, and most likely outcomes. Let's see, Gemini, recent past, 4 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and the Chariot. So I actually feel you kind of being in this state of peace, of healing, of rest. And I felt that healing vibe come through in the spiritual reading as well. I also feel like Gemini, just feeling more at ease, maybe feeling a little bit more secure in where you're at in life or how you're feeling about yourself as well coming through, and then moving forward. And this also talks about guidance. So I feel like either you've been receiving guidance, you know, through your higher self or maybe even through others that's helpful, or you will be receiving that during this time frame. Either way, I see things moving forward, and I got smooth waters. So it's been a bit bumpy. Maybe things are going to smooth out for you. Very nice. Let's see this person's recent past. 7 of Cups. Yeah. I feel a little uncertainty, you know, when it comes to, you know, this person trying to decide what their next move is going to be or what the next best thing is for them. I do feel what is a big priority to them is love, relationships, family, a sense of belonging, family being heavily highlighted. And I feel this person is trying to use their intuition to help them decide, you know, like what is best for them. And I heard what's good for good for the goose is good for the gander. All right. Sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. So let's see in the now then how you're viewing this person. How does Gemini see this person? 10 of Swords. 5 of Wands. You definitely see this person as somebody who's fought some uphill battles, who's maybe been through quite a bit. And yet there's a sense of loyalty here or commitment here in regards to this person or connection. But I feel at the same time like this person has also drained you or, you know, caused tension for you, maybe even conflict in your life. And yet I do feel that there's still a sense of loyalty here. Okay, so interesting. Let's see how this person views you. This would be like the perfect representation to me, tarot card wise, of like sticking it through thick and thin type of vibe. You know, Ace of Cups. Yeah, so this person has a lot of love for you, Gemini. They see you as, you know, somebody who's looks out for themselves. Somebody who looks out for themselves, but like in a positive way. Like they see you as successful or having the ability to be quite successful. They think, let me get this correct. They believe that you have an expansive mind and really you could do anything that you set your sights on. And they may have even told you that. Okay, but even if they don't tell you that, I feel like they view you as someone who is capable of anything. I heard wits or witty, intelligent, and overall it's a really positive image, right, that they have of you in their mind. So let's see how you're feeling underneath it all. You've got King of Wands. How's Gemini feeling towards this person? Oh no, messy. It's messy. It's a bit messy. There's the star again. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I'm going to read the cards exactly as they came out. We're going to do a little quickie read. I looked at some of them, but not all of them. So I feel like, you know, the King of Wands here in this deck represents to me confidence, but also ego. It could be quite a temperamental energy as well, meaning, you know, moody. So it could be that you have a lot of mood fluctuations about this person, or like your feelings change based on how your feelings change about the connection based on what mood you're in. Remember that, go back to the spiritual reading. That's exactly what I picked up there. And or this could be how they are, but take it as it resonates. There seems to be a fluctuation in feelings, but yet at the same time there's a sense of loyalty here. There's a sense of commitment here, okay? There's also a sense of wanting to do the right thing, though, and to work on yourself as well, because there is this Queen of Swords again, which is not messing around. I feel like, you know, when it comes to your boundaries in particular, that's a spot, that's a sore spot, actually, and a spot that really could trigger you. But there is healing coming through around this, or around this connection, or around this situation, because I feel you feel very strongly connected to this person, Gemini, and yet you're being asked to see things from a different perspective, okay? Because there's something toxic here. There's an obsession or a fixation, or maybe addiction's involved, you know? I heard addicted to love. Some of you it's that, but it's like there's something here that still seems to me a little bit off about the connection that needs to be looked at, or healed, or talked about, but only when you're ready. Ooh, I love when the spiritual reading ties into the love reading. I don't get it. Some people don't watch the spirit. They just jump straight to the love reading, but you could get so much more out of it if you watch both of them. Okay, so anyways, let's see how this person is feeling about you, Gemini, underneath it all. Three of Swords. Five of Cups. Oh my goodness. Four of Wands. I heard, I don't know, the songs. I think the songs that remind you of the best times. I think the songs that remind you of the good times. Oh, Johnny boy, that's my neighbor. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me. That Hoobastank, I don't even know if that's really the name of the band. That's what I'm hearing, that song. So throwback, that could resonate with you. Take it or leave it. The point that I was getting though from receiving those lyrics is that this person doesn't want to think about the bad times. They want to think about the good times. They don't want to dwell. They don't want to sit in that energy. They want to and move past it. And because they feel powerless when they're in that state. And I feel that they want their power back, right? And they want the good times. So they're trying to focus on the good times, even if there is something emotional or emotionally draining going on. Even if they are hurt, I feel they're trying to almost divert their focus to a space where they feel more in control. So let's see most likely outcomes then for Gemini. I haven't heard that song in forever. Okay, Knight of Cups, the King of Cups. Oh my God, those are the same exact cards that was in your spiritual reading. You know, remember when I was saying about the thick and thin? You know, first of all, no matter what, no matter how vibrational, how evolved you are or your partner is, you're never going to be in a state of constant bliss or agreement with your partner or anyone on this planet. And the only relationship where that is a possibility is the relationship between you and you, your higher self. Because people fluctuate, moods change, feelings change, you know what I mean? So not every day is your partner or your friend or your mom or whoever this is about going to be at their very best, but neither are you. So why are you expecting that out of yourself or this person? That don't even make any sense. And you know how often we stress ourselves out as human beings, thinking that we messed up or that we needed to be perfect all the time, and yet we've let ourselves down or we let someone down, and it's like, no, that's just normal. Guys, this is a normal process of asking and receiving, of ups and downs, of ebb and flow, right? So it's like time to get to the good part, you know, where you're more so in the flow. But even if you get knocked out of the flow, get back up. That's all right. Oh my gosh, that's why that song came through. I get knocked down, but I get up again, because you're never going to keep me down, right? Anyways, all that to say that the cards reflect that you're about to be back in the flow, back in the love, back in the feeling good, back in the passion, right? So if you've had a lull, if you've had a stagnant point, if you've had an argument, if you've had a bumpy road, smooth sailing. Not forever, because it's never going to be smooth forever, but for now. And if you can make that all right, if you can be good with that, then there's more good times to come. You know what I mean? So that's actually a really beautiful outcome. Let's see what this person's most likely outcome is. 6 of Cups. Yeah, not 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Nice, Queen of Wands. So, yeah, I feel like this person is trying to leave the past in the past. And they're honestly trying to be present as much as they can in the present moment. Or trying to focus on the present moment and the relationships around them, or the relationship that is most in front of them, I feel. I feel a sense of excitement here. I feel a sense of creativity, of fun coming through. There's a high likelihood this person is going to be connecting with family or friends during this time frame, or just feeling connected in general, which is helping to raise their vibration and kind of take them out of this meh or confusing place, right? And bringing them into a more positive space where they feel more alive, where they feel more open, where they feel more expressive. And I also feel that coming through for you, Gemini. Some of you, there's love coming through, right? Expression, feelings, you know, a strong sense of purpose as well. So it's like Win-win. You know what I mean? It's beautiful energy and beautiful outcome. So let's see what the guidance is then. That one? No. Okay. It says, it's card number 9. It says, I'm a vibrational being, vibrationally emanating desires. You live in a vibrational universe that is managed by the law of attraction. The law of attraction is bringing vibrations that are alike together. And so it is important for you to acknowledge that you are vibrational beings, constantly emanating vibrational signals of desire. And when from your human form, you offer a vibration of what you want because you know what you don't want, so you know what you do want, you cannot contemplate any subject without equal components of wanted and unwanted appearing vibrationally in your experience. So this is just wanting you to acknowledge that you get what you think about predominantly because it creates your vibration. And just to remember that the only person that is in control of your vibration on this entire planet is you. Because you're the only one thinking your thoughts and feeling your feelings, and you're the only one who gets to decide how you think and how you feel. Wow. So, wow, beautiful reading, Gemini. I'm going to leave it there for now. Zodiac signs you could be connecting with or having your own chart. I definitely felt an Aries reference, but I see Aquarius here. Capricorn, Gemini, Leo, Cancerian energy, Aquarian energy again. Those are the predominant signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it is a general reading. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram as well for more fun stuff. All of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section of my YouTube. Otherwise, wishing you the very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste.